What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Crypto Grind channel. In this video, we're going to be looking at artificial intelligence in the crypto world, specifically Fetch.ai. Before we jump into it, remember to like the video, comment down below, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you know when another video like this goes live. Also, remember to watch this video all the way to the end because that's the best way to support any YouTube channel. Jumping right into it, Fetch.ai, as I said right in the beginning, is artificial intelligence, machine-to-machine learning through a blockchain ecosystem. The native token on this ecosystem is FET, and that is what you'll be able to pick up on all major exchanges, and that is what you'll use to pay for any sort of transaction that takes place on the ecosystem itself. There are quite a few dapps that have been deployed already. We will touch on those in a little bit. There are more that are coming. It's just sort of an ecosystem that I think is going to grow exponentially in the coming years because there are so many use cases for it. Anywhere where you have large data sets that need to be transformed into something useful where businesses can see ways to optimize, increase profitability and so on is where the Fetch.ai network will shine. And also the fact that it is crypto means that it is going to be more secure, more private. This is something that makes it very attractive to any business out there, and the use cases are only going to grow. At the moment, we see things like optimizing trading, transport within cities, social media, and social networks, and so many others. I will touch on a few of those as we go along as well. If we have a look here at the basics of the website, you can see it's energy efficient because it's a decentralized blockchain, 60 plus validators, no cap on the validators, so that can grow really good for decentralization. Really easy for DApp developers to build their DApps because it's easy APIs. It's based on Cosmos itself, the Cosmos SDKs, the smart contracts that are utilized on the network are also the Cosmos WASM. It is also interchangeable with Ethereum dApps as well. It can be used with any of those applications that are built on the Ethereum network. So the opportunities are sort of endless for this. We know how big the Ethereum network is, which means it's going to apply directly to this as well. So really awesome to see. Anything that really is complex, that would need human interaction, is where Fetch.ai is going to be useful because with the machine learning, the intelligence that is built into this network means that human interaction is not going to be needed. These smart contracts are going to be able to deploy themselves and execute without any interaction from humans, meaning that you can do less and still earn more money. If we jump onto the ecosystem itself, you can actually have a look and see some of the dApps that are deployed on here. There are quite a few more out there, but these are some of the ones that are very interesting and the ones that they are promoting on their website. CoLearn itself is a blockchain mediated collective learning system that enables multiple stakeholders to build a shared machine learning model. So basically, take data silos, break those down, see how the data can interact with itself and how businesses can profit from this. Axum is pretty similar. It's all about optimization, visualizing data, and really transforming data that would otherwise be useless into something that you can learn from and build your business and make an even better business for yourself and for your customers. Tokenomics is around stablecoin yields and profits that will be generated on an annual basis. The yield is highly competitive compared to returns delivered by decentralized finance and traditional alternatives. Mobix is the one that I was talking about when it comes to transport. They make use of an app on your phone. You pay for an e-bike or any sort of environmentally friendly mode of transport. You pay through the app on your phone, making use of the FET token. And these have been deployed in various cities around the world, mostly in Europe for now, but I'm sure that will grow as the technology becomes more and more popular. Starfleet is a decentralized exchange where people trade between themselves directly. There's no market maker in the middle charging funds. You pay with your FET, and a portion of that FET is sort of the gas fees is how they stay profitable on this side of things, but there's no automatic market maker. Everything is managed through smart contracts. There's nothing in the middle. There's no business in the middle. So you save money on all of the trades that you do. And this MetaLex is the world's first blockchain-based exchange focused on traditional and crypto commodity derivatives. So basically, you can trade cryptos as well as your traditional stocks, everything based on artificial intelligence. So again, something really, really cool, cutting edge technology. Before we get on, you've got to remember that artificial intelligence has been around for a while. It's what we use in our day-to-day lives. It's just something that is catching on at a faster pace than what we have seen before. Sort of the pandemic showed a way that we do need to make use of data in better ways, and businesses are looking at artificial intelligence at an increasing speed. The adoption is picking up a lot faster. The website hasn't been updated since sort of the second half of the year or the first half of the year. So this is what they plan to do in the first half of 2022. A lot of this has been achieved, although you don't see the tick marks here. So Resonate, we can see, has been deployed. The travel application has been rebranded. Ecosystem support launch of exciting new DeFi, social media, NFT, and other apps from the community. Again, this is something that we can see that has been done. It's just not been updated on the website. So if there's one criticism that I will have of the team at the moment, is that they're not keeping everybody up to date on their website of what their plans are. I will show you a little right at the end of the video that they do have 2 newsletters a month that you can subscribe to, where they do keep everybody up to date. So they're not quiet on these things. It's just that they're not updating the website as regularly as we would probably like to see. If you have a look at the ecosystem itself, the last remaining thing here is inviting developers to create applications deployable on the mainnet. Again, they are doing that. It's on their Twitter. You can see that it has been done. The website is just not being updated regularly. They have invited a whole bunch of devs to do great things. So I can only see an uptick for this in the future. If we have a look at the tokenomics at the time of recording, trading at about 6 cents, down from an all-time high of about 90 or just over 90 actually. So there is space for this to grow, and you can see it hit its highs at the last peak of the last bull run. So it's not something that happened a long time ago. It is following market trends, which is always positive to see as well. Max supply of just over 1 billion tokens does sound like a lot, but don't freak out, because there are big projects out there like Polkadot, for example, that also have 1 billion coins. And remember, in the last bull run, Polkadot went all the way up to about $40. I'm not saying that Fetch.ai could do that, but the potential is there for any of these coins with 1 billion. In the middle of a bull cycle, no one really cares about market caps. They just go in and buy. So I wouldn't stress too much about the actual supply of the coin. That's not something that we need to worry about too much. Market cap actually still falls under the micro cap space because it's under $50 million. So something a 10, 20x seriously possible with this coin, and even a 20x is going to put it under 1 billion. So I can see this coin doing a $1 to $2 in the next bull run, maybe even more. I can see the potential is there. We have volume that's fairly high. It is being traded pretty regularly, so I wouldn't stress too much. We are in a bit of a downturn at the moment. The last few days haven't been so great for cryptos at the time of recording, so I wouldn't stress too much about that. Now, I also do like to look at the team when I talk about any new project and when I review any new project. I couldn't find anything on the website about the team, and initially this actually gave me a bit of a fright. It was something that I thought maybe the team are hiding themselves, and it was a bit of a red flag until I did a bit more digging and I came to the CoinMarketCap to read up a bit about this token itself, and I actually found that there were 3 gents here who founded the token. One of them, Humayun Sheikh, I hope I am saying that right. I'm very bad with names, so I apologize if I've butchered this guy's name. But he is currently still the CIO. You have Toby Simpson, the former CIO, but he is still on the advisory board. And Thomas Hain, who was a former chief science officer of Fetch.ai, but he was a co-founder and director of another organization that is involved with AI. And you can see that it's a common thread with all 3. They understand artificial intelligence and they also understand cryptocurrencies in the broader blockchain world. So it does give some sort of positivity and comfort that they understand what they're doing, and this isn't just something that's going to be rugged or, it's just going to fall apart at the first sign of trouble. What I also did find is that there was an AMA done way in the beginning of 2022 in February, between Fetch.ai and Binance. I will put the link in the description if you want to watch that, the AMA, the Ask Me Anything, where it does show that the team have doxed themselves. They talk a little bit about the future of this project. So it again gives comfort that this is something that has a really seriously good future. Fetch.ai, something else that I'm pretty bullish on. This is an article from the beginning in the year. They gained 43% after there was an announcement of a $150 million development fund that they have launched to invite developers to build on their network. And also the fact that they've opened up the Cosmos IBC, which is the bridge that connects all of the Cosmos networks, so everybody based on the Cosmos SDK together. So being connected to the broader Cosmos ecosystem means that there's even more room for Fetch.ai to grow, because it's going to connect with all the various different projects on the Cosmos ecosystem, and some of those are huge, massive potential, so together they can only grow. You can also stake your FET coins. Bringing up the validators here, one concern that I do have, and even Fetch.ai have released something on this, is that the top sort of 7 or so validators hold about 50% voting power. Now that's pretty centralized when you think that there are about 60 or more validators on the ecosystem, but the top 7 have the ability to swing votes one way or the other. So pretty centralized. And they have asked anybody who is going to be staking, and I will say it here as well, if you are going to be staking, make sure that you delegate to some of the lower validators, so you can sort of start spreading that centralization and making it a truly decentralized coin. While we're talking about centralization and decentralization, I just want to show something here that I do think everybody needs to be made aware of. I've spoken about the good of this coin. There is some bad side as well, and that is that the top 100 holders hold 87% of the coins that are available. Now that's a huge amount. That means that 100 people have 87, nearly, or 87, can even touch on 88% of the coins at any one time, meaning that they can manipulate prices as much as they would like to. Now, I'm not saying that they are going to, this will happen. I'm sure this will spread out as more and more people do buy into the project, but it is something that you need to be aware of. Any token, Solana is a great example of this, where there were a few people holding large amounts of the coins. They manipulated the actual price of the coin, and Solana is down to $14 from a high of $250 way back in the highs of the bull run, and that's because it is such a centralized token. Again, I'm sure we will see this sort of spread out as time goes on. It is something to just keep an eye on when you are trading and be aware of. I have to speak about the bad with the good. All in all, I do think that this is a great project, but I'm not going to give you all the good news without giving you some of the bad news as well. If we have a look finally on their social media, you'll see that they're more or less at 100,000 followers, so a great massive community behind it, and that is something that you do like to see. Is a strong community is always going to make sure that a coin sticks around, and I do think that this has got very big potential to grow. We have seen a big marketing push of late from Fetch.ai, and that's probably why this has grown so much in the last little while. They have partnered with West Ham United, which is a football team in England, making use of all that football information, combining it, and sort of helping West Ham improve the way that they play and so on. So you would expect that they're going to be a big help to someone like that. They've also partnered with Alexander Albon. He's a Formula One driver for Williams F1, and again, an area where lots of information is utilized to improve areas where you might be a little bit weak. So this is something, again, where they're bullish. They are partnering with big brands and people out there who are going to just make this coin even more popular and spoken about. And they are pretty active on their social media. This is one project, sorry, that I did want to say that I was going to mention, where they are talking about Move ID, which is essentially digital vehicle identity. So large quantities of information being condensed and manipulated in ways that we can see trends and so on, all using artificial intelligence. Last thing that I just want to touch on is, sorry, my internet does load up, is going to be this picture over here, where they speak about some of the popularity of Fetch.ai. As of the 9th of November 2022, social mentions up 40%, social engagement up 93%. There's a pretty big bullish sentiment on the coin. I am personally pretty bullish on this. Correlation rank 2 out of 5, measuring the correlation between community metrics and coin prices. The lower, the more stable. So 2 out of 5, pretty stable. All in all, on this, I would say that I am positive, I'm bullish that this is going to go places. I am a bit concerned about how centralized it currently is, but I'm sure that will spread out over time and will become more decentralized. I would like to see more dapps being developed on the network itself, on the ecosystem, and making use of the use cases that this can help with. It can just grow from there. So as things go, I will say that this is a bullish project. I can see it making really big gains in the next bull run. Not financial advice, but I would go and get myself some FET tokens. I think it's a great project. I think it will make big money coming up. So, like I say, nothing I say is financial advice. Always do your own research. But if you are interested, most major exchanges you will be able to pick this up on. I personally don't have any at the moment, but who knows, in the coming days, I might pick some up for myself. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below if you have any FET, how much you think you should have to go big in the next bull run. Follow me on Twitter because I will be dropping some more updates on this coin as we go along. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.